Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of really interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we got is a physique update from Nick Walker at 2 weeks out of Pittsburgh Pro. And I gotta tell you, right off the bat, this is going to be the best Nick Walker ever that we ever saw so far. And is that going to be enough to win the Pittsburgh? In my opinion, yeah, it's gonna be tough, but based on what I'm seeing right here, it seems like he's going to win actually. So we got a couple of shots, for example, this first one, the most muscular, you can definitely see that like his chest is a lot harder now, the separation is there, the shoulders as well, the arms and like his legs are definitely dry, conditioned, and I gotta say his midsection also looks pretty good. And also I'm thinking, guys, I was kinda skeptical about his new coach, Kyle Wilkes. The guy only prepped like fitness influencers, he didn't prep any top level open bodybuilders, so I was kinda, I was definitely skeptical. I wasn't sure if he's actually gonna be able to land this freaking huge plane, right? But it seems like he did a pretty good job, and I was following the entire prep of Nick, and like he was progressively getting more conditioned, but he maintained a lot of size as well. Like, he didn't seem flat or depleted too flat at no point. Like, he just kept getting more conditioned and he maintained really a lot of size. And you guys know that his weight is really high. Like, in the last update, he was like 275. I don't know what his weight is right now, but he does not seem lighter. Not at all. And there is also the thing that like maybe Nick is able to prep himself basically alone. I think at this point he knows his body, and him being a genetic freak that he is, like I don't know how complicated it is to prep a guy like this. I mean, some people are saying that Matt Jansen got him picked so well so many times because he doesn't know anything, it's just because Nick is so genetically blessed. I don't believe that. I think Matt was a good coach while he was actually focused on bodybuilding. What he did it last year, I hate that. That was just super lame, but it is what it is. I feel like Nick probably knows how to prep himself at this point. He just needs somebody to pay close attention to him. Right, to be focused on him, the way Matt Jansen wasn't that last year. And, Kyle doesn't have a lot of other, like, top-level pros, so I'm sure he's devoting a lot of attention to Nick, and that's probably why this worked out so well. I am not taking anything away from Kyle Wilkes. I know he's a good coach. I listen to him on different podcasts. He's very knowledgeable for sure, but I'm just saying, maybe any other decent-level coach would prep Nick successfully as well. But why am I talking about his coach so much? I mean, that's not the point here. The point is what he looks like. But if you guys happen to need a coach, somebody who's gonna pay a lot of attention to you, who's also very affordable, just DM me on Instagram. Summer is coming and you wanna get shredded, so if you need my help, again, DM me. But as far as Nick, he looks absolutely impressive. And here in the caption he says flat. Flat, right? This does not look flat at all. But when he says flat, he means depleted, empty, not on a lot of carbs. But he does not look flat. He says straight out of bed to the basement, last full update that will be posted until show day. Yeah, unfortunately, this is it, but I don't know. I think he said that many times before, and then he posted something, so I don't think he'll be able to not show anything until the show day, and I hope he will show something, but yeah, this is what we got today, and look at this side chest, man. This is, I'm sure Nick never looked this good in his freaking side chest. I definitely don't remember, like, his shoulders popping out this much, his arms and shoulders being so defined, his chest looking this wide and separated, and like his midsection actually looking very good. I mean, I hope this is going to be the case on stage as well. He'll be able to keep it tucked in during the transitions, during the call-outs, if they push him, if they actually make a couple of call-outs, couple of rounds, and he's actually still able to control the midsection. That will be good. That will be necessary if he wants to win the show. But here in this one, he's holding it on pretty good. Now, as far as the lower body, also, man, impressive. Like, the glute hamstring tie-in really looks good. The quads are separated. This is I'm sure this is the best conditioning that Nick ever had at 2 weeks out. It can be compared to his conditioning at 2 weeks out before the Mr. Olympia 2023, when he looked really promising, like when a lot of people thought that he would have won that Mr. Olympia. I think this is comparable to that, only he's bigger. He's bigger, and I think he's holding a better fullness in his legs. I mean, his legs, I guess, progressed as well. And again, his midsection looks tight, yeah. Let's hope it's gonna look like this on stage as well. As far as his back, definitely the only back double bicep in the world right now that can match Derek Lunsford's back double bicep. Not saying that he can beat him in this pose, but he can hang, for sure. Like with those freaking arms and details in the arms and shoulders that Derek doesn't have, and like with that lower body as well, those freaking hamstrings, adductors, glutes too, and also with a good back, like a really wide back and small waist from behind, right? This is really impressive. This back double bicep is amazing, and also the conditioning, guys. Check it out. He's shredded. This is it. I mean, I don't expect him to get this conditioned as classic, guys, but if he dehydrated a little bit from this point, this would be seriously good conditioning. He's ready. I think he is stage ready. That's it. Now he needs to maybe maintain the conditioning, maybe work on letting his body rest up, refresh, maybe work on fullness a little, detail, stuff like that. But as far as body fat, I think this is it. The job is done. With maybe a slight dehydration, this is going to look insane. Look at this right here, man. Like the lower body peeled and that back lat spread definitely matches Derek Lunsford. And also I would say maybe because of the lower body, maybe Nick can actually take out Derek in the back lat spread, because Derek is very good in the back double. Back lat spread, it's also very good, but not as good as the back double. So maybe Nick can win this one as well. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, very promising, very good. Nick is definitely bringing it, and I'm really happy this is happening. I mean, some of you guys are saying, even you can't have favorites. Of course I can. Why? Who says I can't? That doesn't mean I'm gonna say that somebody looks bad if they don't. I'll be honest with the assessments. Like, if Derek looks better on stage, I'll say that as well. But I do want to see Nick win, because two things. First of all, I watch him on so many podcasts, and the guy is real. He's real, he's honest. What you see there, I guess that's it. Like, he's not pretending. I mean, I love to see that. He's real. And the other thing is, he's a mass monster. He's a freak. And I like to see a good freak show. I like to see aesthetics as well. I mean, we have Classic for that. I don't mind seeing big aesthetic bodybuilders in the open as well, but a freak show is a freak show. I want to see the biggest guys on that stage, so that's why I want to see Nick do well. I want to see him get awarded, and I just hope he's going to deliver everything, conditioning, presentation, midsection control, and all that. If he does that, and I think he will, I can definitely see him winning Pittsburgh, and then maybe even contend for the title of the Mr. Olympia. And in my previous video about Derek yesterday, I showed you what he looks like, his arms and shoulders, and just the overall fullness that he has right now at 2 weeks out in his face. And take a look at this, guys. I mean, Nick is like, he has that face already. Derek doesn't, so I think there is a reason to be worried about whether Derek is going to actually bring it. But then again, knowing that Asito is big on peak week, maybe it's a good thing that Derek is full and big right now. I think Asito is probably going to dehydrate him really hard and get him dry in that last week. I think it's more important for Derek to be big, but it seems like he's a little bit too bloated. Nick, look at him. I mean, he's shredded. So I thought it was interesting to show this as well. It doesn't have to mean anything, but it's interesting to talk about it. Whatever you guys think about Nick and his conditioning right now, and whether he can win the Pittsburgh or not, tell me down below in the comment section. Alright, the next thing we got is also very interesting. Do you guys know who this is right here? If you are hardcore bodybuilding fans, if you know bodybuilding history, if you follow bodybuilding back in the early 2000s, you know who Ronny Rockel is. This guy was top 6 at a Mr. Olympia. He was definitely one of the best bodybuilders in the world at one point, and I think he's one of the best German bodybuilders of all time. And what is interesting is that he, today, at the age of 53, decided to come back and compete at the Masters Olympia. Fantastic, right? Well, not really, because IFBB won't let him compete. They denied his application, and they told him that he needs to do a pro qualifier to get his pro card. Again, a guy that was sixth at a Mr. Olympia at one point. Why is that? Let me show you.
You guys remember Ronny Rockel, right? So he put in for the Masters.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And he was not invited for the Masters, So I was kind of like, I was a little shocked. I said, how would he not get an invite?
Yeah, I was shocked too.
Little did I know is that was only because he lost his IFBB Pro status because he went as an IFBB Pro back then when he started competing for another federation, for NAC in Germany. So he started competing for them and he did some shows somewhere. So because of that, he lost his IFBB Pro status. If he wants to compete again as an IFBB Pro, he has to win his pro card again.
All right, you heard it, guys. Crazy, right? And just pay attention to Miloš's face when Dennis was saying this. Like, Miloš did not agree after he also said that this is not supposed to be this way. Look at his face. Like, he was blown away. Like, this is not supposed to be like this. And I completely agree. I completely agree with Miloš. You guys know that Lee Priest was also banned for a while. He competed at NABA, I believe, and he won the Mr. Universe and all that. And he has a pro card now. He posted his pro card. He got it again. They gave it to him. They reinstituted him. Like, he didn't have to do a pro qualifier. They gave it to him. But I guess that's a little bit different because it's not like he had an active IFBB Pro card and he decided to compete in another federation. No, he was actually banned first, and he was banned because he was saying some negative stuff about IFBB, I think, and they banned him for that, and he wasn't able to compete in IFBB Pro League, and then when they decided to unban him, he was allowed back in IFBB. But still, that's a pardon, that's an exemption, so they could have done the same thing for Ronny Rockel. However, no. This guy, basically an IFBB Pro legend, I would say. I think everybody who follows bodybuilding knows who Ronny Rockel is. This guy has to go back to the amateurs and compete again with the amateurs to earn his pro card at the age of 53, and he can't enter the Masters Olympia, and by the time he gets the pro card, Mr. Olympia, Masters Olympia is going to be over, so he can't compete this year, and Masters Olympia is every 2 years, so he'll be able to compete only in 2 years from now when he's 55. So, yeah, I understand spanking somebody, punishing them for going to the other federation, but, I mean, this, I don't know. I think this definitely could have been done differently. I think somebody could have handled this in a better manner. Yeah, I understand he broke the rules, but still, man, come on. Like, he wants to do the Masters Olympia. Let him compete. It's not just some random bodybuilder. The guy was top 6 at a Mr. Olympia, one of the best German bodybuilders of all time. And, he decided to do the other federations when he was basically done with IFBB. Like, he couldn't have done anything really good in IFBB, so he went to the other federation. I mean, that was in the end of his career. It wasn't like in the middle of it. So, yeah, I definitely completely agree with Miloš on this one. I think IFBB can do something about this. Maybe it's not late still to change something. But we'll see. As of right now, he's prepping for that amateur show. They allowed him not to do a regional show, at least. So he can just do a pro qualifier immediately. At least he's got that. At least. And he's prepping for an amateur show, for a pro qualifier, and he plans on doing that. He tried, but didn't let him do the Masters Olympia. Maybe things will change now that this is public. But I doubt it. And it's unfortunate if you ask me. Whatever you guys think, I want to know what you guys think. Tell me down below. And the last thing for today is something, I don't want to use the word interesting. It's strange, I would say. I don't know. Regan Grimes with a new physique update. He's showing us his back, and in the caption he says, "We keep digging." What are you digging? Like, he's competing in 3 weeks from now, and this is his current shape. I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, is he shredded? No. Look at the lower back. But is he going to be in decent conditioning? Yeah, I guess so. Is he going to look good enough to win the New York Pro? Against guys like Colossus Ken, who are already rock hard and shredded and massive and full. I don't see that. And there is also a possibility that Nick is going to lose the Pittsburgh and then compete at the New York as well. I don't see Regan winning that show. And I mean, the back looks insane. The back looks absolutely crazy, like one of the best backs in the world right now. Look at the freaking traps. God, that's crazy. And the lats as well, like the back is enormous. That's his strongest point for sure. Back and hamstrings as well. But as far as conditioning, I would like to see better conditioning at this point. Maybe it's the angle and the lighting. We'll see. Maybe he posts something that shows more of his physique so we can actually see his conditioning from all angles. But yeah. I mean, there are some lines in the lats. I guess it's decent. Definitely not what I was kind of hoping for. I was hoping for him to bring something new, something crazy, a new level of conditioning, but it seems like it's gonna be the same old Regan Grimes. Maybe I'm wrong, we'll see in 3 weeks. Whatever you guys think, let me know down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And also guys, I just want to let you know, if you need a coach, somebody to prep you for your next show or your first show, or just to help you get ready for the summer, to get shredded. I mean, summer is coming, there is enough time to start now and transform your body for the summer. If you want a coach, I'm very affordable and very available for you guys. I answer to every message very, very fast. So if you guys need somebody who's going to pay a lot of attention to you and help you achieve your goals, DM me on Instagram. We can talk about that. Anyways, thank you guys once again so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye bye.